free, but that will really help you and your patients, your residents in your home. You recognize right now that 1 out of every 4 deaths that occurs today will be a veteran. We are losing veterans by the thousands and thousands. And many of them die without any recognition, without any respect, after they served our country so diligently. And so the We Honor Veterans program was started about 12 years ago by the National Hospice and Palliative Care Association in order to start to recognize that these men and women who served our country have special needs, depending on what conflict they were in. They have very different emotional, mental, even medical needs. And so they started to study that, realized that they needed to communicate this to the community. So this is a program that is big on education. It's all free. You go to their website and there's all kinds of resources to help you and your staff understand the special needs of your veterans, especially as they get to the end of their life. One of the things we like to do is we recognize each of the veterans. We print up a veteran certificate with their name, with the branch of the military that they served in. This is actually an old high school friend, because he's the only one I know that was ever in the Coast Guard. But they have each separate branch, and it's an opportunity then when anyone comes into their room, they see this was a veteran. And this is someone that we want to make sure that we pay respect and give thanks to. We also have on our table over here a resource called Caring for Our Veterans. It's a free resource that, again, is put out by the National Hospice and Palliative Care to help your patients navigate the whole VA system, because it is incredibly large. It's very daunting and intimidating. And again, a lot of our veterans are not receiving the services that they earn. One of the person, Jones, she's in the Deceit and Affairs program. She has a quote on her wall that has always stuck with me. It says, "The American veteran is a person who wrote a blank check to the American government, payable even up into his life." These men and women sacrificed everything. They left their families, daughters, sons, aunts, uncles that also sacrificed when that loved one was serving or is even now serving. This is something we want to make sure that we give them everything they can. Second program that comes out of this, and this is where organizations have come together to fly for free back to Washington, D.C., our veterans, so they can go to the different monuments and go to Arlington National Cemetery and maybe see the graves of their comrades that died beside them. This is a very, very powerful experience. I've had a couple of our guys go, and it's life-changing. And again, it's all put on for free. You'll see the Honor Guard come out every so often on the honor flight. You'll see it on the news. Recently, we had some of our veterans, even here from Phoenix, go all the way back to Normandy for the D-Day celebration, remembering the D-Day. And again, to see those veterans years and years later, how proud they were again to serve. So, with the backdrop of white crosses as far as your eye could see. The third program I want to mention also is also another free program that I learned about through the We Honor Veterans program. This is one that it's called the Patriot Guard. Another free opportunity for your veterans is to have a military honor guard to escort them to the Veterans Cemetery by motorcycles. So I brought a little bit of the, but it's a very powerful to see men holding flags and honoring veterans, riding their motorcycles up, paying complete respect to our men and women who've served. Again, this is a free opportunity for our veterans that is overlooked many, many times, but it is every time I've served at this, to see the families and how moved they are. These men would drop what they're doing. Their slogan is that no soldier will never stand alone. And we've seen this on the news a few times too, where we have a homeless veteran that has no family. But when they put it out in the community, thousands of people would come. They never knew the person, but wanted to make sure this veteran did not die alone. And so the We Honor Veterans program The Patriot Honor Guard and the Honor Flight are three things that you can do for free to let your veterans and your homes and their families know that they're important and they're not forgotten. Thank you.